Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Royal drama, as we are hearing that the Ooni of Ife exploded over, the golden Opa Ase that, he had customized for Olori Naomi. Yes, so we are all aware of what is going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Over this weekend, maybe Monday or Tuesday, they'll be doing the second ritual, the second full moon ritual for Olori Naomi. And Oni has been really focused on that, achieving it so that, if he achieves this, it means that it is gone, it's remaining only one full moon ritual. Though there are other rituals which I have explained to you over and over again, but this full moon, the full moon ritual happened to be one of those very great rituals that, they must do for Naomi to be fully reinstated to the Ooni of Ife. Now, there has been this problem with the Opa Ase, okay? I know the Yoruba people know what I am talking about. So let me explain it. Let me explain it to those who are not Yorubas and those who may not know. Now, when you see the Oloris, the Ooni of Ife Oloris, okay, most times when they are going to represent the Ooni of Ife, you see that there's usually a man who walks behind them, especially when it is a royal engagement, okay? You will see that there's usually a man who will follow them behind, holding a very long staff, okay? That staff is a staff of authority. I don't know what they call it in English, but I know it as a staff of authority, but they call it, the Yoruba people, they say they call it Opa Ase, and it has another name. If you know the name as a Yoruba person, please put it right here in the comment section so that we all get to learn, because here we are learning every day. Now, the Opa Ase in the Yoruba traditional royalty is not just a male staff or walking stick. It is a deeply spiritual symbol, an embodiment of divine authority, ancestral blessing, and royal decree. In the hands of the Ooni of Ife or his designated representative, the Opa Ase carries the weight of the ancestors, the power of the Orisha, and the sacred endorsement of Ile-Ife, the cradle of, Yoruba civilization. Now, when Naomi was married into the palace of the Ooni of Ife, Naomi would go representing the Ooni of Ife left and right. I know that a lot of people used to see them carry this Opa Ase and, following her behind. Only recently, you saw that Oletik went to represent Ooni of Ife in Iyabo Joe's daughter's wedding. You saw that somebody was holding that Opa Ase. Now, the Opa Ase are of different categories, okay? The main one is right there with the Ooni of Ife. That's the one that cannot be released. And they have other ones. So if Ooni of Ife sends you to represent him in Ghana, in Gabon, in the US, in Canada, anywhere, you go, somebody will have to go with you holding the Opa Ase, okay? Now, it does not mean that it's only the wives that can hold this. Remember, between 2015 to 2018, when the Ooni of Ife, okay, became the Ooni of Ife, remember he got married to Wurola and Wurola left. And during that gap where Wurola left, remember the older sister, that beautiful one, used to represent the Ooni of Ife in different capacities. Before Ooni of Ife married Olori Naomi, it used to be this sister that goes, and you still see somebody holding the Opa Ase. The Opa Ase is, I may not be pronouncing that word well. Daylight, you all know me. I apologize for that, okay? Thank you for correcting me all the time. Your corrections mean a lot to me. I am still learning, okay? And so, now, when somebody is holding that stick and following somebody behind, it means that Ooni of Ife has delegated that person to represent him. He may not be there physically, but spiritually, he is there with you. He has, graced your occasion. He has honored your occasion by being there, and that is what it means, and it means a lot, right? And so, now they say, and remember, the Opa Ase is not just some kind of stick that they go to the market to go and purchase and come and keep in the palace. It is usually prepared traditionally You might see them looking so fanciful. Like recently, I saw one that was looking, bluish or purplish and all of that. What is it? Gospel was carrying. You will see some looking goldish, some looking whitish, okay? They prepare it. It comes with a spirit. It's not everybody who can go and carry it. And do not make the mistake of thinking we are talking about the ancient sword. That is completely different. Literally, they say they also call it Opa Ase. That's the ancient sword, but that is a big one, a thunderous one, my Daylight. Okay. So now this Opa Ase is causing a lot of problems in the palace. Now, Ooni of Ife has 6 wives. Ooni of Ife does not have 6 Opa Ases. They said he has 3. And these 3, he has now 3. Before there were 2, but now there are 3. Now the 2 are for the wife. They're like, it's not like it's a gift like your own handbag. No, they are Ooni of Ife's staff of authority. So if Ikpe is representing the Ooni of Ife in a capacity, Ikpe goes with one Opa Ase. If what's her name again? Ebony is representing the Ooni of Ife. Ebony goes with one Opa Ase at a time. Now, Opa Ase is not just an accessory where you can go to the market and go and buy 6 and come and keep, so that when gospel is going, it takes one. When Ebony is going, she takes one, and all of that. There is a spirit to it. It is crafted with, spiritual undertone. It comes with authority, okay? And so they have 2, okay? So when the Oloris are going out, they go with 1, okay? And when they are going out again, maybe if 2 Oloris are going, they go with the 2. And the next time, others will come and, take the same Opa Ase and go, okay? So right now, before they even pick the Opa Ase, it's not like it's one handbag that you just go and drag from your wardrobe and you dust and you... No, they do incantation, they pray and all of that before they pick it. So now remember that they are working towards getting Olori Naomi back to reinstated. Ooni of Ife is rumored, okay, as we are hearing what is going on. We all know how special Ooni of Ife holds Olori Naomi. We know. So now in the case of Queen Naomi, something extraordinary has happened. When word began to circulate that the Ooni of Ife was preparing to officially reinstate Queen Naomi into the palace fold, it wasn't just a matter of ceremonial protocol. Behind the scene, a significant spiritual effort was on the way. The Ooni had commissioned the crafting of a unique Opa Ase, one that would belong to Queen Naomi alone. Yes, Queen Naomi alone. Now, like I told you, it's not an accessory wear that the women just carry and keep. The Opa Ase stays where the Opa Ase stays. So if Queen Naomi wants to go and represent the Ooni of Ife somewhere, Queen Naomi will come and they will do what they need to do, and somebody will carry the Opa Ase and follow Olori Naomi. This is what this means. This wasn't a regular staff. This, of course, they said is a golden, customized, and consecrated Opa Ase infused with specific prayers, rituals, designed for a rare and sacred occasion. Queen Naomi's second full moon ritual, which is deeply tied to her spiritual identity and her original enthronement. They said the creation of this Opa Ase took 17 days. This very Opa Ase, listen. They said it took 17 days. That number is not random. In Yoruba cosmology, numbers carry meaning. 17 days correspond to a traditional cycle of spiritual cleansing and empowerment. It is said to be the same duration it takes for certain ancestral energy to fully align with the physical realm when summoned for royal purposes. This made the Opa Ase not just a staff, but a vessel, a carrier of power, okay, a connection between Queen Naomi and the spiritual throne of her husband, of course, the Ooni of Ife. According to palace insiders, this staff was kept securely in a hidden chamber, shielded from both physical and spiritual interference. It was meant to be presented during Queen Naomi's full reinstatement and was to follow her whenever she went, especially when she would be representing the Ooni of Ife, as we all know. Why must it follow her? Because traditionally, the Opa Ase is not just symbolic, it is functional. In ancient times, when the Ooni's wife, was sent to attend a sacred meeting, an inter-kingdom gathering, or even a fertility ritual on behalf of the Ooni, the Opa Ase ensure her authority was recognized. It told everyone that she, is not speaking for herself, but for an extension of the Ooni of Ife's divine mandate. Okay, and that is why you see when the Oloris are going out now, if they are going anywhere, even in the UK, you see somebody. Okay, you see somebody, carrying it and following them. That is why you see being married to the Ooni of Ife is a big deal. It is expensive to run that kind of royal household, because when the Ooni of Ife is traveling, even to Japan, you see all of these people following him. They buy ticket for them, and if they have to fly, they fly the private jet together. You see that man that is going with due respect, that one that is doing the one that used to wake him up. Every time Ooni of Ife is going out, you see one man that is hitting one thing that sounds like bell. What, with due respect, okay? Now, that man happens to be the one person that wakes Ooni of Ife up. If Ooni is in Japan, that man is there. Anywhere Ooni of Ife is, that man is there. So when they go with the Opa Ase, they go with the authority of the Ooni of Ife. So right now, because Queen Naomi is coming back into the palace of the Ooni of Ife deemed it fit that Queen Naomi will own her own Opa Ase, okay? Now, when she's going out, she does not need to be waiting for one queen to come and drop Opa Ase for her to carry. She has a special one. They say Ooni of Ife really paid handsomely for them to craft that thing, prayed for that Opa Ase. So they said Ooni of Ife took time to prepare this Opa Ase for Queen Naomi, who is not just a royal wife, but also a prophetess. The significance of the Opa Ase is double. It is both her spiritual scepter and her royal microphone. With it, her prophecies carry weight even in the palace everywhere, because, of course, they do know that this is coming directly from the Ooni of Ife. They said Ooni of Ife spent so much money, it is gold crafted and everything. But do you know what the problem is right now? The Opa Ase is causing a whole lot of problems in the palace, because Oloris, they said Opa Ase stayed there. The new one that Kabiyesi made for Queen Naomi, it stayed there and it disappeared. And now this Opa Ase, they are supposed to use it. Is it Tuesday that the full moon ritual will be done? Is it Monday or Tuesday? They are also supposed to use that Opa Ase in that full moon ritual. This very one that was customized, prayed for, decorated for Olori Naomi, is one of the items required for the second full moon ritual. The thing just stayed inside the palace and disappeared. That is what is going on because of jealousy, because of, in fact, this whole thing is getting too much. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.